This is the E352 Cloud Terrarium from Synthesis Technology. It's a powerful, dual-output, voltage-controlled oscillator that features both the seamless morphing wavetable functionality of the legendary E350 morphing Terrarium and the signature oscillator stacking sound of the E340 Cloud Generator. However, it's much more than a simple reproduction of those two modules. Not only have those classic algorithms been significantly improved, over 30 new features have been added, including a brand new hybrid cloud and morph mode, as well as the ability to load user-created wavetables via micro SD card. The E352 offers 7 distinct synthesis modes in total, each with a unique set of CV controllable parameters. Users edit each mode by navigating an intuitive menu, which is clearly displayed on a high-quality and customizable LCD screen. Convenient visual assistance is provided by accessing a variety of informative display options, including real-time waveform viewer and a mode-specific help screen. In this, the first installment of a 2-part exploration of the Cloud Terrarium, I'll deliver a demonstration of the E352's Morph Modes. Part 2 will cover the remaining modes, providing an overview of the oscillator stacking cloud modes, as well as the musical 2-operator FM mode, and the versatile noise mode. So let's dive in. First up is Morph Mode. It recreates the morphing wavetable functionality of the original E350 morphing Terrarium, but with some noticeable improvements. Users select a wave source to be heard from each of the main outputs. More specifically, a wave source is chosen for the XY wave, which is heard from output 1, and a wave source is chosen for the Z wave, heard from output 2. It is possible to opt for more common fixed wave shapes, such as a sine, square, or saw wave, but it's the morph banks that make the E352 so unique. So what is a morph bank? To help visualize this, I'll jump back out to the main menu and open the visual display. A morph bank is a collection of 64 single-cycle waveforms arranged in a grid or table consisting of 8 rows and 8 columns. Each of the squares found in the grid at the top of the screen represents one of the 64 wave shapes found within the morph bank assigned to the XY wave. Adjusting the X and Y parameter controls create horizontal and vertical movement within this table, which in turn scans through the bank, determining the currently active wave shape. Provided that the phase interpolation option is set to on, moving between wave locations is a smooth, seamless transition as one shape is slowly morphed into the next. The Z knob morphs between waves found in the bank assigned to the Z wave parameter, but in a linear fashion, from wave 1 to wave 64 and back again. The X, Y, and Z parameters can all be automated via external control voltage signals. Each CV input is paired with an attenuator to manage the depth of any modulation. Here I've patched a different LFO to each of the three inputs, causing the wave shapes to continually morph. The E352 comes loaded with upgraded versions of the 3 original ROM banks found in the morphing Terrarium, for a total of 192 waves. 8 additional bank slots are available for loading user-created wavetables from a micro SD card. The Morph plus Phase mode is next. Like Morph Mode, either a fixed wave shape or a morph bank is selected for each one of the 2 outputs. However, the X and Y parameters have very different functions here. To better illustrate exactly what Morph plus Phase does, let's take a look at another helpful screen, the Wave View. The top of the screen displays the wave assigned to the first output, labeled Z1, and the bottom of the screen shows the wave assigned to the second output, or Z2. You'll notice that the 2 wave shapes are identical. That's because, for this example, I have chosen the same morph banks for Z1 and Z2. In this case, user A. This should make it easier to demonstrate what occurs when I move the X and Y parameter knobs. As the mode name suggests, Morph plus Phase is all about manipulating the phase relationship of the 2 wave sources. X shifts the phase of Z2 relative to Z1 from 0 to 360 degrees. And Y controls the amplitude of the wave, even allowing the phase of the wave to be fully reversed. Adjustments made to the Z control will morph between any currently assigned morph banks. Just as we saw in Morph Mode, this occurs in a linear fashion, from wave 1 to wave 64 and back again. Phase shifting effects are all about motion, so adding CV modulation to the X, Y, and Z parameters will help maximize the impact of the Morph plus Phase mode. The last of the 3 morph modes is the appropriately titled Morph plus Wavefolding. Just like within Morph plus Phase mode, a Z1 and Z2 wave source will be selected, but this time they'll be processed independently through a wave folder before being sent to their respective outputs. I'll work with a triangle wave for Z1 and a preset morph bank for Z2. Let's head back to the wave view and take a look at what's going to happen. The top half of the screen displays the triangle wave assigned to Z1. At the bottom, you can see the wave shape found at the current position within the morph bank I chose for Z2. The X parameter controls the intensity of the wavefolding effect applied to Z1. The triangle wave is no longer just a triangle wave. It's been folded and transformed into a more complex shape. As you might have guessed, adjusting the Y parameter knob will increase the intensity of the wavefolding effect applied to the Z2 wave source. I'll introduce 2 different variable rate LFOs to the control voltage inputs for X and Y, and raise the depth of the modulation via their associated attenuators. Now I've given motion to the wavefolding effect. I'll go back out and switch Z1 from the fixed triangle wave to another morph bank. After I do this, any adjustments to the Z knob will morph through the waves found in the morph banks assigned to both Z1 and Z2. I'll add some step and tempo sync random voltage to the Z parameter CV input. Now both the Z1 and Z2 waves change at each note event, resulting in a constantly shifting sequence.